Have you ever stopped to think about how you and a friend can look at the exact same thing, but see two totally different things? It's wild, right? We all see the world through our own unique lens, one that's been shaped by our lives, our jobs, our experiences. Today, we're going to unpack that exact idea using a short but really powerful poem that shows how one single mountain can be two completely different realities at the very same time. So let's set the scene.
Okay, so the story kicks off with this really peaceful moment. Just picture it. You're on a chilly morning, you've got a warm cup of tea in your hands, and you're just gazing at this incredible snow-capped mountain. It's a feeling we can all kind of imagine, a moment of quiet beauty. This is our starting point, the foundation for everything that's about to unfold.
And this part right here is so important. This dance of light and color, that's a shared reality. It's not an opinion, it's not some deep interpretation, not yet anyway. It's just a fact. It's what anyone standing there would have seen. This beautiful sight is our baseline, you know? It's the one thing our two characters can totally agree on before their own worlds start to color what they see.
And then a second person arrives, a local shepherd. Now what's key here is that they don't talk at first. They just sit there, sharing the same space, the same silence, looking at the exact same view. They're both staring at that mountain at the exact same time. But are they really having the same experience?
And boom, here it is. This is the moment that changes everything. Such a simple, friendly question, right? What are you looking at? But this question is the key that's about to unlock two completely separate universes that are existing right there, side by side. It's about to show us just how deep the divide really is.
So first we get the narrator's answer, and you can instantly tell what his deal is. For him, that mountain is a challenge. It's a goal he wants to conquer. He's already thinking about routes and plans, and he's even got a deadline, sunset. For him, this whole landscape is about recreation, about adventure. That's the lens he's seen it through.
Of course, the narrator is curious, so he asks the question right back. So what is the shepherd seeing? You know, as a local guy who lives with this mountain every single day, is he just admiring the view too? Or is his mind somewhere else completely? What does his lens show him?
And his answer, wow. It just reveals a completely different world. The shepherd isn't seeing a fun challenge. His mind goes straight to work, to making a living. That mountain isn't a destination, it's a resource. Is there enough grass up there? Can it feed his flock? His entire view is filtered through the lens of his job.
And it doesn't even stop there. It's not just about his livelihood, it's about pure survival. It's about managing risk. He's looking at the clock, he's reading the weather, he's thinking about getting his flock back home safe. For him, the mountain isn't just a place of opportunity, it's a place of real danger that he has to navigate carefully.
So let's just break this down. For the tourist, that mountain is all about leisure, adventure, personal achievement. But for the shepherd, it's about work, it's about survival. One guy sees a playground, the other sees a workplace that's filled with risks and responsibilities. Same mountain, two totally, completely different worlds.
You know, the narrator's reaction here is so powerful because it's so quiet. He doesn't argue, he doesn't try to explain his own point of view. There's just this silent understanding. That little act of paying for the shepherd's tea, it's like this small gesture of respect, a quiet nod to the huge gap between their realities that he just saw. It's a real light bulb moment for him.
This whole story is just a perfect example of this really big idea called the perceptual lens. And what that means is that none of us, not a single one of us, sees the world objectively. We can't. We all see it through a totally unique filter, one that's been built by our job, our needs, our entire life story.
And these are the kinds of things that create that lens. I mean, you see every single one of them in this poem. Their profession, a tourist versus a shepherd. Their needs, a sense of personal achievement versus the basic need for food and money. Their experience, a temporary visitor versus someone who's lived there forever. And their goals couldn't be more different. Conquest versus plain old survival.
And that's really the heart of it all. The physical mountain, the rocks, the snow, the sunshine, that thing never changed. It was always just there. But the reality of that mountain was totally different for each of them. And that reality was created entirely by the life they'd lived up until that one moment.
So it kind of leaves us with a big question to think about. The next time you're looking out at your own mountain, whatever that might be, or the next time you just can't understand why someone sees something so differently than you do, just pause for a second. Ask yourself, what is my lens? And more importantly, what might it be hiding from my view?